What's up? Oh my goodness. So I have lots to do and lots to show you and lots to tell you about. So last week, our house, well, the husband got hit with COVID, sucked really, really bad. Luckily, we have 3 bedrooms and he was able to isolate and be in like his office slash moved a air mattress up, and he has been in there since last week. And me and the kiddo, we spared the COVID, but ended up getting like a tickle of the throat and whatchamacallit. Son got a fever, but his was not COVID related and things like that, which is really weird. But then again, my son has this like weird way of, if his anxiety causes him to have like a fever or makes his like body have this reaction when he has something to do at school. So this year Valentine's Day fell on like a weekend or something like that, so there wasn't a Valentine's Day party. But Friday of last week he was supposed to have like an end of the year math party, and that morning his body was like, no, we're not doing a math party, So that canceled like pretty much everything we had to do for that weekend, for last weekend. So there was no swim, there was no math party, there was no school, things like that. And I'm very glad that he came out COVID negative. Whew, that was like a huge thing, because he only has a couple more days of school left, and that would have sucked for him to miss the last couple days of school. So, but he went back to school today, and no issues. They had field day and things like that. But that's what's been going on with me. Yay. Physical therapy twice a week. And if you saw my vlog, then you would have seen they have me doing water physical therapy, aqua physical therapy, and whew, it is a thing. It's a thing. But I got a whole bunch of book mail, so let's jump through that like really as quickly as I possibly can. Some of it's a surprise, some of it I knew was coming, so we're just gonna jump into it. I got my tea box from Sips By. This, I believe, is last month's. I believe this month's is on the way. No, this is my June box. That's very interesting. So for June, they sent me, let's see, Minto Mojito Mate by Tea Kitten. It's a high caffeine tea with minty fresh. So I'm thinking probably like the sun and shining and summer teas and things like that. So let's see, where's the minty one? Tea Kitty. Okay, Tea Kitty is one of the ones that I really enjoy, so super happy to have this one. We have a double spice chai from Stash. We have a vanilla Earl Grey. You guys know I love vanilla Earl, or I love Earl Grey, period. So vanilla Earl Grey by the Traveling Teapot. And then closing it out, we have a ginger honey tea by David's Tea. So super excited to get to this one, especially since ginger tea is supposed to help in weight loss and stuff like that. You guys know that I'm trying to do that with the intermittent fasting and things like that, which isn't going as well as everyone's like, oh, it's such a great thing, you can lose so much weight and this and that. No, I've went down 6 pounds, then I went back up 2 or 3 or something like that, and now I'm down 2 more pounds, and it's just like, I don't think it's working. And I've been very, very strict about only eating in my hours window. So that's super no fun, right? So I received this package the other day from Maryland, and I'm pretty sure it's a book. I have some book friends that are in Maryland, so I'm super excited to see where it came from and who it was from, because there was no stickers or anything like that. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh, so I'm wondering, that means she's moved back, because she was over in Canada. So, Katie Richards sent me a copy of Shielding Her Son, which is her new story, or maybe it's part of the West Investigations. Ooh, super excited for this. I have really enjoyed the West Investigations series and things like that, and this is just the newest book that's coming out. This comes out in August of 2022, and I'm super excited to read this one. Next, I received, let's see, no stickers. Nope, no stickers. I received my box from Kennedy Ryan. I had ordered some things. I have ordered some things from her. Multiple things, as a matter of fact, and I'm not exactly sure which box this is. I don't believe it's the Hoops box, because the Hoops box is supposed to be in a special box, and that does not look like that. What this is the special editions of Queen Move. Oh my goodness, I ordered the hard copies. I totally forgot about this. These are gorgeous. Hold on. Oh my goodness. So, of course, she sent me a Be a Boss Babe sticker. Super excited for that. But these, put them in order. Like I said, are these special edition covers of Queen, of All the King's Men duet, and then Queen Move. So the series, All the King's Men. So we have the Kingmaker. So pretty. Oh my gosh. The Rebel King. And then we have Queen Move. These are gorgeous. They are going to be so pretty on my shelves. Oh, and they're like silky and just beautiful. I love it. Oh my gosh. So excited for this. Yay! So I'm super excited to get that. Let's see. Got a package from the Big Bad Amazon. I think this may be something I bought for myself. But let's see. Yes, it is. This is Meghan Quinn's newest So Not Meant to Be by Meghan Quinn. You guys are going to be hearing about that here in a couple minutes. So super excited. Had to get a copy of it, of course. Poor Meghan was stuck in Europe with COVID, so sad for her on that. But can't wait to see her when we do see her. And then lastly, I received my box for Nikki Sloan's Filthy Rich Americans. It was a Kickstarter box, and it came, although it was damaged. So sad about that. Hopefully it didn't damage any of the stuff that is inside of here. So we have the big box. Isn't it gorgeous? I love this box. Oh my goodness. It's not even like box, but it's like a box. It's like a keepsake. Oh, I love this. I love this. I love this a lot. Oh, this is like fire. Oh my goodness. This is fabulous. Because, guys, look at that. Oh, this box is gorgeous. Absolutely love it. Oh, let's open it. Oh my goodness, no! There's my card. Hold on. Ooh, alrighty, so we have a card. Got this. Ooh, Medusa. Love it. Isn't it pretty? Get a card. And we have this pretty, I don't want to break it yet. Oh, whew. Alrighty. So I had to make it all pretty, right? And then we open it. Oh, and then we have all this pretty stuff in here. They're packed so securely. Oh, and it's an open as you go along. So this is like a certain page. And oh my goodness. And then we have this for page 6 and page 55. I didn't know that that's what we were doing with this. So I guess I'm going to be doing a reread, because then we have this one. Ooh, super excited for this one. So, oh, these are gorgeous. This is gorgeous. We have stickers that come along with it. Whoa, right? All these beautiful stickers. And then we have the special edition cover, which ooh, we have cover art and things like that. Yay! So pretty. And as much as I wanted to get the sprayed edges ones, I didn't see the notice in time, but I got this. It's gorgeous. I love it. It's so pretty. Oh my goodness. Ah, you take the cover off and it's still the same. Ah, so pretty. Okay, this is totally worth it. Oh my goodness. And it's personalized. I forgot I asked for the personalization. I love it. Oh, it's just gorgeous. It's so pretty. So pretty. Okay, so let's get into the books that I did read last week. I started off the week by finishing The Road to Rose Bend #1 by Naima Simone. I'm placing this in contemporary interracial romance. I'm giving it 4 stars, giving it 3.5 Steam fans. Had this as an ARC a long time ago, but I wasn't able to read it because, you know, eye issues and stuff like that. Finally ended up reading it for a project that I am doing, and it is listen to it as an audiobook. So this is a Black author, and there are content warnings in this story for grief, domestic violence, death of a spouse. Well, not necessarily domestic violence, just misogyny, I guess you could say. Yeah, there's that. So we have Sydney, who grew up in Rose Bend, and she ended up leaving town, and when things didn't go right with her ex-husband, she ends up moving back to town, but she has some family issues. Her parents are not very nice people. I really didn't find them very redeeming at all. Maybe I missed it, but I wasn't feeling the parents aspect of the story at all whatsoever. I thought they were just like, they just weren't, they weren't my favorite. And then we have Coltrane, who is the mayor of Rose Bend, but they grew up together, and they always noticed each other, but didn't really connect or anything like that. Kind of like a secret childhood crush type thing. But when Sydney ends up moving back, she's pregnant, and Coltrane has actually went through some issues with grief, and, you know, with his spouse and a loss of a child and things like that. So the two of them tiptoe around each other and things like that, but at the same time have an attraction to each other. I thought it was more about both of their personal journeys than it was about them connecting, because at every single turn, their issues with the grief and things like that always came up, and it was just like, okay. But this is just a me thing. So I know a lot of people that really enjoyed the story, but it was okay for me. Then, as a bonus book within the audiobook, there was A Slow Dance at Rose Bend, which is the prequel by Naima Simone, and it is a contemporary interracial romance, and giving this one 3.5 stars. This one also gets 3.5 Steam fans. It's quite sexy. Like I said, it's the bonus book in the audiobook as well as the hard copy of it. Black author, we have Cherry Cherry. I pronounce it Cherry. And Maddox, and Cherry is a jewelry maker. She comes into town when the like bike rally is and sells her things and stuff like that. Maddox is this like I wouldn't say he's recluse, but he's the bike owner. for the bar that's in town that everyone uses for bike week and stuff like that. So it was a novella, and I just wanted some more. I wanted more out of their story. It just seemed too quick for it to be as spicy as it was. The next book that I finished was Perfect Guy, which is Mason's Creek number 24 by Fabiola Francisco. This is the third book in Fabiola's section of Mason's Creek. She has two or three other books. This might be the fourth book. But it just recently released. It's a contemporary small town. 4.25 stars, giving it 3.5 Steam fans. Had this as an art. Like I said, it just recently released. There are content warnings for, sorry guys. Inappropriate job relations, or advancements and things like that. Sexy talk. The sexy talk is fire, right? It's a little bit taboo because it's the best friend's brother. And there's a bit of an age gap, just a small one, just a really, really tiny. So we have Madeline, who comes back to town. She has hopes and dreams of being an architect. However, some things didn't go the way she had planned at university and in college and things like that during her internship. So she comes back to town. Her family is very rooted in the town, and you know, they have a lot of family friends and, you know, things like that. She had never voiced her her attraction to Kanan because he is the brother of her best friend. So the two of them, he was older, and now Kanan is the architect kind of construction kind of guy in town, and helped Madeline get a possible position at his firm that he works for, and he's also a firefighter. So I enjoyed that aspect of it, because the glimpses that we had of Kanan before were kind of gruff and really kind of standoffish and things like that, and now we know why he's that way. Oh my god. He also gets a bad rap in town of being sort of a playboy, but he actually isn't a playboy. And the way the two of them ended up connecting was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. Once again, Fabiola, I think she stays away from like a third act breakup, but there was a bit of a breakup in it, but it was because of medical issues, and that kind of was just like, yeah, I didn't really want that to happen, but and I was kind of mad at one of the character that ends up getting injured and things like that. That was just like, why did you do that? Why? But in the end, they get their happily ever after, and I was here for that. Then the next book that I finished reading was American Sweethearts, which is Dreamers number 4 by Adriana Herrera. Places in contemporary, giving it 3.5 stars, giving it 4.25 Steam fans. Listen to this as an audiobook. This is a Latinx author, and this is a childhood sweethearts turned enemies turned back to sweethearts. So Priscilla and Juan Pablo have to go to a family event in the Dominican Republic, and they really haven't talked or been in each other's orbits because Priscilla started or became a detective in the police force, and Juan Pablo became a physical therapist, or not physical. Yeah, I think it was physical therapist. Yeah, physical therapist for the Yankees. But they were supposed to go into the police force together. But Juan Pablo's heart wasn't in it and things like that. This book is filled with, in my opinion, an overboard of the Dominican culture. I mean, yeah, I get that what Adriana Herrera was trying to do, because at the end she has the author's note talking about how it's sort of this entire Dreamer series is kind of loosely based off of people in her real life, and she kind of wants to, you know, show their journeys in a fun and interesting way and things like that. But at the same time, there was so much repetition of the fact that they are Dominican. They did this because it was Dominican. This happened to them because they were Dominican. This happened because they were Dominican. This happened because they were Dominican. We do this because we're Dominican. This, always because they're Dominican and their heritage and things like that. I'm just like, okay. I get it. You're Dominican that live in America and you want more for yourself. I got it. Thank you. You did not have to tell me that 4 times in the 2 pages that I read. So there is that kind of turned me off of their relationship. And I was just like, there is a super, super spicy pegging scene in this that I was just like, okay. And it kind of opened my eyes to the fact that pegging isn't, it's somewhat about power, and that dynamic was very much explored throughout this story. And I was like, okay. And then there's a slew of other representation that's in this story as well. So, but like I said, it's built off of Adriana's like sort of real life and inspired by people that she actually knows. So in a way, it did what it needed to do. Then the final book that I finished last week was So Not Meant to Be by Meghan Quinn. This is a spin-off standalone, but I would definitely say that it is going to be better if you have read Not So Meet Cute before you read this one, because otherwise you're going to be like super lost in the sauce. This is a rom-com, giving it 4.5 stars, giving it 3.5 Steam fans. Listened to it as an audiobook, but had it as an ARC. I got it like a really quick turnaround, so I ended up just getting it as the audiobook, and things like that. This is enemies to lovers, but in some ways not really enemies, because we have JP, who is Huxley's brother, and then we have Kelsey, who is Lottie's sister, and the two of them have sort of been like headbutting since the beginning of Huxley and Lottie's relationship and things like that. And that's how they ended up in each other's orbits in the first place. JP handles the social media for the brothers' company, and Kelsey handles is like the CEO of this organization, environmental sustainability company and things like that, and she's helping them with one of their brands and things like that. So the two of them end up having to work together. There's a bit of forced proximity. It's so much fun. They're super spicy. They end up getting matched by a dating app that has been used in one of Meghan's other series, and throughout this, Kelsey also has a podcast on the side where she talks to pretty much other characters from Meghan Quinn's universe about the way that they met. And if you like any of those stories about how they met, then you can go and read their books. And there's actually a story or an interview that ends up happening for a couple that has not had their book released yet. And I'm so excited for that because it sounds like so much fun. So what am I currently reading? I am currently reading The Journey Continues, which is a Hidden Truth #2 by D.L. Winters. If you guys remember, this left off on a huge cliffhanger. The first book did, and I am super excited to jump back into this and read it. Then we have Help Me Remember, which is Rose Canyon #1 by Corinne Michaels. This is a new series that she's starting, and this is the first book in that series. I have an arc of it. It releases today. Yeah. So go pick that up. And you guys will hear about it next week. I'm also reading Atlas, which is Gideon Brothers #2 by Nell. And if you saw my review for Jag, then you know these 8 brothers are absolutely amazing, and I am so excited for this whole series. I've already started this book and I'm loving every minute of it. And then finally, the 4th thing that I'm gonna tell you guys that I'm currently reading is Southern Chance, which is by Natasha Madison. So go check all that stuff out. Thank you guys for being patrons. I am actually thinking about changing some things up in July. I hope you will stick with me, but if not, I completely understand. I'm thinking about just making one video for bi-weekly reviews, because it seems like you guys aren't watching these and my sneak peeks are getting watched, so I might just drop it down and just do one video, and just give the full, video uh, over on free YouTube. You guys will still get early access to things, as well as some exclusive things, because like I said, I am putting together or if you didn't know, I watched 365 DNI this day, and I have some vlogs that I am putting together and things like that. You guys will have early access to them, if not just restricted access. So yeah, so be on the lookout for that. Summer is upon us, and all that. But thank you guys for hanging around, and I will see you in another video.